Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Devontae Parker. The way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Like 20! Like 20!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. A toss running left. That's Drake. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Amendola with a catch. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot, Danny Amendola.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And they'll have his man, that's Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a play fake. Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Brady now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On second down, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, Drake. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double and triple, and do what you have to do? Sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tannehill now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right back to Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Stills the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. 31. Wait, set.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
29. Alpha.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Good. 280.
Tannehill hands to Drake. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. Third down here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Third and long, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. To throw is Brady. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Kyle Van Noy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On the give. This is Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of this.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The ball comes out. It's the former Patriot, Patrick Chung. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff for Drake. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Brady. incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Alabama. 20. Wait, 20. Stop.
Now Brady got to have this one. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Let's go. Here we go, Tiger.
Tannehill going to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Drake. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now, Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Corey, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They told everyone beginning of the year we want to win 11